excellence is my first impression of him, but it was also like, hey, this is Ray McGuire, this big Wall Street guy, but it's also like one of my uncles in the barbershop. I met Ray, my school, Morehouse College, took some of his top students up to New York City to speak with a couple of banks, firms, different companies. And we visited Citigroup, and Ray was one of the only executives on the entire trip that came out and spoke to us. And he looked at all of our GPAs and all of our resumes, and then he began to act as a soundboard for what we wanted to do in our career and giving us advice and looking specifically at each person and saying, this is how you can ascend to the next level. Our relationship started, I actually reached out to Dr. McGuire after, and he responded very fast. He was like, hey, I've been waiting for your email. And then he asked me to do a multitude of things just to help me in my pursuit of learning, talking about authors and what am I reading, and asking me to read certain things. So this is how our relationship really started, as a mentee mentor, learning from him, learning different things, and him requesting that I go out and research certain things and then bring them back to Ray. Giving back to so many people and being in so many different spaces, I think speaks to New York City and will serve New York City well, because New York City is really a melting pot. So you need someone at the top who understands Wall Street, understands education, understands small businesses, bodegas, mom and pop stores. And with Ray giving back to these spaces, but also being involved in these spaces, will allow him to be a great leader. I think a lot of times when we want leaders, we just look for the person that's at the top, or we look for the person that says the right things. But with Ray, it's like, he comes from where we come from. He's given back, he hasn't turned his back, and he's still very prevalent in those spaces. I knew what Ray meant to me as a young Black man. And I always thought, wow, what if everyone could hear about Ray McGuire? What if everyone could know about Ray McGuire? What if everyone could get the help and the advice that he gives me on a daily basis? What if everyone could experience this? It would be a great America. So when I found out that he was running for mayor, I was just extremely excited. And I was just trying to find out ways that I can help and advocate for Ray, because he's been such a help in my life and pushing me and progressing me forward and leading me towards a life of excellence.